Well, it's been a little bit like one step forward, two steps back recently. Managed to get the floor all laid down, that was all nice. Half of it was taped in and sealed up because we needed access to the back. Because we were going to install a gas tank, underslung gas tank. And then one of the windows, the actual window itself, not the installation, the window leaked and leaked water onto the floor, which then got underneath the floorboards because it hadn't been sealed. So little drops of water that have come in somehow. There's a lot more water here. Poured a bit more here. So yeah, window leaked, had to take up some floorboards. And the gas tank that we were trying to fit, the bracket that sort of covers all the knobs and dials and things, doesn't actually fit.
We were trying to fit the gas tank, so we ordered the gas tank. Came with no instructions at all, just boxes of all kinds of random bits and things. And you've got these connections and then a sort of protective case that's meant to sit over it all. Which sort of sits on it, but still not flush at this edge. But you can see in here, this connection is right up touching the side of the protective case. There's not enough room to get the hose in there that you need to connect to.
Yeah, yesterday was a low day.
It was a low.
It was not a lucky day, really.
Most
like,
stuff went wrong yesterday.
It was all in one day. It wasn't like spread out. It was just, it came all at once. So we're going to try our luck again and fit the... There's not really a roof rack, because a roof rack costs an absolute fortune. So Brett's decided to kind of build one. So you can't actually buy just the rails for a VW Crafter. So we bought Unistrut instead.
You can buy the rails. They're quite hard to get. You have to buy them from Volkswagen itself.
Oh, right.
And they were £750 just for the rails.
And these are Unistrut, which cost how much?
So the Unistrut was £17 a rail.
So that was a thumbs up.
The problem we got is the roof of the Crafter on the new shape curves and the back edge drops off. So rather than trying to curve the Unistrut, it's not very flexible. I'm going to put these sort of spacer things underneath the back mounting point to raise that back edge up, which should mean the rail sits straight, and then everything will work. Hopefully, that's the plan.
So these are going to hold up the solar panels.
Yeah.
Because basically we need something to attach the solar panels to.
Yeah, because we could have tried to stick them straight onto the roof, but the roof's got so many ridges and bits and bobs in it and stuff like that, and I was just a bit hesitant about permanently gluing them to the roof, because if they go wrong or if we want to change them or something happens, they're going to be a real pain to get off, whereas it's such a universal system. You can just unbolt them from the rails and then you can put whatever you want on the roof.
Yeah, we're also mounting some lamps to the back end at the same time. Well, the mounts for the lamps will go on the back, just so we can see a bit better when we're reversing at night time. There was a pet hate of mine getting kicked out at night in car parks that were slightly dodgy, or dogging spots.
Yeah.
To get to see Brett back in the dark and then wave a torch about, flashing it and things, then all the other cars flashing at me.
The reversing light on the motorhome was terrible, and it's 7 metres behind you when you're sat there, so you couldn't see anything behind you in the wing mirrors.
We're going to light everything up.
This is going to have
light up those doggers.
some big old floodlights. We might actually be able to see where we're going.
Turn them on, blind them. Okay, so spent this afternoon trying to work out how the uni structure that's going to go onto the roof, and then just fiddling about with it. Anyway, got to the stage where we're going to mount everything. Moment of truth.
Yeah. The roof's got all these possible mounting points, most of which have got these sticker things on. So I've worked out which ones I'm going to use. Peel the stickers off. And then got these rubber feet we're going to glue and seal these things down into the mounting holes. And then just slot the rail on, bolt that on the top.
Easy.
Easy! What could go wrong?
Don't have faith.
Simples.
Quite raised. You might have enough curvature in it.
Well, we managed to get the roof rails, bars, can you see those? In. They're all glued in place, sealed, bolted down, and
Not too bad actually in the end.
yeah, it wasn't too bad. We had to cut a little bit of the uni structure, one of the channels out, because the holes didn't line up with the slots in the uni channel. But yeah, that's up there. Managed to compensate for the curve on the back of the roof as well with that spacer. So we've got a nice straight bar now that we can mount all the solar panels to. Now today's job we've kind of been putting off because, well, it's putting in the roof fan vents, which means cutting big holes in the roof, which is a little bit scary. Where we want to put the fans, there's all ridges in the roof, so they're not going to sit flat. What Sophie is doing is we're cutting up these PVC profile strips to act as spacers, and we'll glue in to just space out those ribs and make it so the mounting flanges, these things, sits flat on the roof. Marked it all out in masking tape to help give a cleaner edge, and then pencil drawn on that, the square that I've got to cut. So next stage, drill a load of holes so I can get the jigsaw in and get the jigsaw around the corners, and I guess cut a hole in the roof.
What was that?
Toxic stuff is horrible.